problem parents across the country are facing.
It was either too big for their face or it was too small for their face. And so they would just be constantly fidgeting with it.
He has never worn a mask for 5 hours at a time, and I don't know if he will be able to do it.
So we went to the experts to get answers and advice to help make the transition easier for everyone. First, they say start a conversation.
You can say school is going to look a little different this fall, and what have you heard about it? And then you can sort of continue to move the conversation forward and start telling kids that their friends are going to be wearing masks throughout the day for the entire day.
And remember, parents set the example.
It starts with their own mask wearing and wearing masks properly.
They suggest letting your kid pick their mask and start by wearing the mask for a short amount of time.
Using a timer is a great way to do this and kind of make it a game.
And make it fun and positive.
Let's say a child loves to play video games. You wouldn't normally have a mask on your child wearing video games in your home, but that might be a great place to start practicing wearing it because they're doing an activity that they enjoy.
And that'll make it easier for your kids to wear the masks at school.
I want to reassure parents that their kids are going to show up at school. They're going to look at their teacher who's wearing a mask. They're going to look around and look at their friends who are wearing masks. And they're going to go, oh, okay, this is how things are going to be.
Thanks to Janae for that. Let's bring in Dr. Ashton for more on this. And Jay, let's just start out with the latest science on kids and COVID. How vulnerable are they?
Well, George, we are learning more and more every day about how this virus affects this age group. New release data just out recently showed high levels of virus in the upper respiratory tract of kids. That doesn't necessarily mean more infectious. We know that 0 to 18 years of age, they are at lower risk of severe disease, complications, and death. CDC saying less than 1 in 1,000 chance of death in this age group. But lower risk does not mean zero risk. And we have to also take into account the families of those kids and the families, certainly, of the faculty and staff in a school environment.
Right. The kids may not be getting sick, but they're spreading it asymptomatically. And that gets to the whole question of masks. And it's not important just to have the mask. You have to wear it right.
100%, George. When it comes to masks, it's about fit and fabric. Fabric is a big variable, but fit, that mask has to be over the nose, not under. So, you know, that's going to take some practice because some adults are having a hard time with that as well.
There is, and this does seem like a lot for little kids to cope with.
Well, George, you and I are both parents. We know that kids can learn anything. They are resilient. They will get through this with time, with patience, with practice. As a mom, I have total confidence in that. And as a doctor, I actually am optimistic and hoping that all of these new steps, new behaviors, mask wearing, distancing, more hand hygiene, may actually result in a drop in all the other infectious diseases that go around schools on a regular basis. So time will tell, fingers crossed, but there may be a silver lining somewhere in this whole situation.
Let me ask you a question that my daughter asked me the other day. She turned to me and said, will we be wearing these masks for the rest of our lives? How would you answer that?
I would say a smart question from your daughter. No one has a crystal ball. We don't know. We've never been in this situation before. But for the indefinite future, we have to take advantage of all tools in our toolbox. It's a low-risk, likely high-benefit thing we can all do, not just to protect ourselves, but for the common good and protect those around us. And that is an incredibly empowering message to send to kids of any age.
It sure is. Jen Ashton, thanks very much. We have more tips on getting your children ready to go back to school on our website. Now let's go to Ginger.
Such a good conversation. My 4-year-old does it with no problem. 2-year-old, we're working on him. Okay, how about we do a GMA moment sponsored by Verizon? 4 boys in one house, a lot of isolation. What do you do? Jack, Owen, 8, 6, and 4 years old. Look how in sync they are. And then little Mac, 11-month-old, clapping for him. He's all, yeah, get it, boys. I love this brotherly love, so I wanted to share it with all of you. And I'd love to share your GMA moment. I just need you to go to my Facebook page or...
Command strips remove cleanly, so you can make your space your own. Command, do no harm.
I didn't order a pizza.
I know, but that Parker promo saved me so much on my insurance. Brought you a little something special.
Parker, State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
You're the man, man.
And you want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Try Drive Up at Target. Contactless delivery right to your car, designed for your day. Your moves. Your style. Your taste. So quick and easy. Just download the Target app today.
I've had a heart attack, COPD, a heart transplant, lung cancer, and part of my lung removed. My tip is, if smoking doesn't get you one way, it'll get you another.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Here we are, a nation divided. Red, blue, 16% undecided. But 2020 had us shook, so we gave the world another look and saw a future of differences celebrated. Every voice advocated. Just imagine the possibility of a world where we are we.
Dear MS, when we first met,
I thought you'd control every part of me.
Overwhelm me.
Define me.
But I found a way to give myself more space.
I met Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's 2 times a year
for adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis. Ocrevus is proven effective in reducing relapses in RMS and slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
Don't take Ocrevus if you've had a life-threatening allergic reaction to it, or if you have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations, or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. Ocrevus can cause infusion reactions that may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections. While no cases of PML were reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist. Infusion reactions and infections are the most common side effects.
Sorry, MS. You don't get to control every part of me.
MS can't own us.
Ask your doctor about 2 times a year Ocrevus.
Ashley Home Store is celebrating Mattress Month. Buy today and get 0% interest for 84 months on Tempur-Pedic and Beauty Rest Black mattresses starting at $27 per month. Only at the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer in North America. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Mommy, we made you Princess Toast.
Oh, I have no idea what's in Princess Toast, but thanks to this USP seal, I know exactly what's in my Nature Made gummies.
Nature Made has the first gummies verified by USP, a nonprofit organization that sets purity and potency standards.